Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Yoshi Domoto. I'm the Executive Director of the Japan America Society of Georgia. I am here with our Education Committee to talk about this year's Asian Pacific Children's Convention. And I'm also here with Miss Deborah and Miss Haley. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Deborah Owen, and I am on the Japan America Society of Georgia Education Committee, and I'm also the chaperone for this year's program.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley. I am the Education Coordinator for Japan America Society, and I will also be helping with the selection committee this year.
All right, so we are here today to talk about, of course, the Asian Pacific Children's Convention in Fukuoka, Japan. Fukuoka is Atlanta's sister city in Japan, and we will talk about this year, the 2024 program, a fully funded program for kids to go to Japan this summer.
Great. Okay, so APCC means the Asian Pacific Children's Convention, and it is held in Fukuoka, as Yoshi mentioned. It is an international exchange program for young children since 1989. It's a very successful and enriching program.
So there's actually two components to the Bridge Kids programs. The Bridge Summer Camp in Fukuoka, that is when children from various Asian countries, as well as the sister cities and communities that Fukuoka has relationships with, they all come to Fukuoka. And then the Bridge Challenge trip, where children from Fukuoka will go to different parts of the world. However, today we are going to be focusing, of course, on the summer camp portion.
In the Japan America Society of Georgia, we are the liaison office for the APCC program, in which we coordinate our delegation from Atlanta and Georgia with Fukuoka with the selection process, the training process, and getting our junior ambassadors prepared for their visit to Fukuoka, Japan. So, of course, the 2024 APCC program is promoting peace and understanding among kids from all over the world. And we will be recruiting and encouraging 10 and 11-year-olds to submit an application to be part of the delegation this year. And we will be making selections to see who will be going to Japan this summer with our organization.
So the Bridge Summer Camp in Fukuoka has two different components to it. The first bit is an orientation program in a place called the Marine House, which is a sort of a camp/dorm style facility with a cafeteria. And this is where the children will spend 3 to 4 days with children from about 45 different places around the Asia Pacific Rim. They do exchange different information about their culture and get to know each other and exchange gifts and language and culture, and it's just very heartwarming to see them interacting.
And after that, they will also be doing various activities. One part that they might be able to do is the CSR activity, and that stands for corporate social responsibility. And that's basically when the local Japanese companies in Fukuoka that support the APCC take the children on tours of their company, and then also they do a cultural activity with the kids. So that can be anything from cooking classes, like what's shown here, but they can also do things like ikebana, Japanese-style flower arranging, and also taiko drumming. Another portion of the kids will go to a school visit at a local public elementary school in Fukuoka, and they will spend the day with the kids and participate in classes as well as other fun activities. It's not that they will do both of them, it's either of them. So usually the kids don't know until they get there which activity they will be doing, but both are very fun.
And then after the Marine House Camp and the Coastal Exchange Camp, and then the CSR activity or the school visit, The children from all of the countries that will be in Fukuoka will actually do a homestay with a Japanese family. So actually get to experience how Japanese people live every day. Your kid and child will be able to live with your brother, host brother and host sister with the host family for about 5 or 6 days as part of the homestay program. Each junior ambassador will actually go to school with their Japanese host brother or host sister, and then also come home and eat all the meals at home as well, and get to really learn how Japanese people live every day. And then afterwards, towards the end of the program of the 2 weeks, there is a performance event in which the APCC has a large festival, and each delegation representing the different countries will be doing a performance to represent their own country. So our delegation will do a performance representing Atlanta and Georgia. And then other countries that are represented in the program will kind of do their own. So this is a kind of a marquee performance at this festival to really showcase the different cultures of the world. And our group representing Atlanta and Georgia will definitely be able to do that to really show the uniqueness of our own culture.
Great. So a little bit more detail about the participants of the program. Like I said, the participating countries and regions are mostly from the Asia Pacific Rim. Atlanta does participate because we are sister cities with Fukuoka. There are about 35 different countries and regions with 45 delegations. So the number of junior ambassadors or 10 to 11-year-old children are about 260, with 45 chaperones, one from each delegation.
So getting into the basics of the selection criteria for who we will send over to Fukuoka for this summer camp. It has to be, like Deborah said earlier, children from ages 10 to 11. So for this year, the children must be born between August 1st of 2012 and July 1st of 2013. Out of all of our applicants, we will select 4 total, 2 boys and 2 girls.
And I'll just mention that the pictures below are of last year's delegation.
All right, so other criteria for junior ambassadors, of course, as Haley mentioned in our previous slide, you must be born between August 1st, 2012 and July 31st, 2013, and be 10 or 11-year-old.
Next, you have to be able to introduce aspects of your own culture and your own lives representing our country as well as Atlanta and Georgia.
You also have to have a challenging spirit, and so the kids must be personally willing to participate in all of the different activities at Bridge Summer Camp and have a genuine interest in international and cultural exchange.
And then junior ambassadors must be willing to try Japanese food. Of course, Japanese food here in the US might be a little bit different from authentic Japanese food in Japan, but you'll be sitting around a table and enjoying meals, certainly with your host family. And then at the Marine House Camp, you'll get to enjoy a lot of great food as well in the dorm setting. So you must be willing to try all sorts of Japanese food.
That's great. You also need to be fully aware of the APCC vision. Continue to act with an omoyari spirit as a global citizen and contribute to the activities of the Atlanta Bridge Club, which is our alumni group after participating in the summer camp. To explain omoyari, an explanation or a somewhat translation of it would be compassion, understanding, and consideration of other people. And so that's what it means, and that's sort of the spirit that we would like to see the children go into the program with. And I will say that being willing to be a part of and active participate in our alumni group is very important.
Next, be of sound mind and body to be able to bear the stress of a 2-week stay. It will be an unfamiliar country for you guys, and you will be away from your parents. Junior ambassadors are also not just, of course, experiencing meeting other kids from other countries, but also and staying with the host family, but also living independently. And that is one of the other goals of this program, is to also help children start to cultivate independence and a global mindset.
And I'll just jump in here a little bit, Haley. During the homestay, the chaperone will be in touch with the children, and they will not be completely remote and alone. So in terms of, living independently, like they need to be able to take care of themselves and dress themselves and bathe and all of that. But if they do have any concerns, the chaperone will always be there and in touch with them.
And all junior ambassadors must follow all of the rules of the APCC and the Japan America Society of Georgia. Kind of the main ones are not to leave your delegation during the trip to Fukuoka, certainly, and then back to Atlanta. And then during the entire part of the program, you have to be with the delegation and your group. Don't be part of any activities outside of the APCC program. So you can't visit other friends or go on other excursions while you are in Japan. You cannot communicate with your families and friends back home during the Bridge Summer Camp and then during the homestay as well. But as Deborah just mentioned, our chaperone will be in contact with all of the parents back home on a group Facebook page, and also very kind of daily updates with photos and things like that. So we will get a chance from the US side and the Atlanta side to see what the kids are doing. We just cannot have direct communication between the parents and the kids, as a lot of times that really increases homesickness and kind of adds more stressors for everyone involved. So, and then during the homestay portion, all junior ambassadors must follow the family rules and schedule during the stay.
And then in terms of for the parents and guardians of the children, we just hope that you understand the goals and rules of the APCC and help support the participation of the children. Obviously, they can't drive themselves to meetings, so we do need your support and encouragement for the participation, for the training sessions, as well as when they return for the alumni meetings.
So for the actual application itself, our application is posted online as both a completely online version as well as a PDF. You can choose either or. As you see here, our PDF version is on the left and the online version is on the right. We strongly encourage our junior ambassadors to apply via online, but if a PDF form is needed, that is okay, and that will just need to be scanned and emailed to Japan America Society when completed.
And with your application, we also ask all the junior ambassadors to write an essay, no more than 2 pages. You can either handwrite it or you can also type it up, but no more than 2 pages, on why you would be a good junior ambassador and why you'd be a good representative and ambassador of Atlanta and Georgia, and be a key aspect of the program in cultural exchange and meeting kids from all over the world in Fukuoka.
And the third step is that we would like the children to submit a piece of artwork on an 8.5 by 11 piece of white paper that represents the theme of the conference, which we have mentioned before. We are the bridge, we connect dreams around the world, and also the Omoiyari spirit, which again means compassion, understanding, and consideration of other people. So you can see some examples of some past drawings. It does not have to be perfect. It's not an art judging contest. It's just, we want to see if the kids understand the theme and the goals of the program.
So the last step is going to be a letter of recommendation. So the children must provide a reference letter from someone who is not the student's parent, guardian, or close family member. It can be anyone from a teacher, somebody in your church, or a coach, anything like that. And if they could email that letter of recommendation to the email address listed here, and us at the Japan America Society office will check it and just make sure, of course, that that email is appropriately titled and in a Word or PDF format.
So all of the APCC application instructions and materials are on our website at www.jasgeorgia.org/APCC, or you can scan this QR code on our website. It has all of the instructions in more detail, all of the rules, all the different steps and materials for applying. Both the online and PDF versions of the application are there. APCC testimonials from previous participants, from our chaperones to previous junior ambassadors are there as well. So if you want to see some of the experiences of our former junior ambassadors and participants, you can do that as well. And then more information about our Atlanta Bridge Club, which is our APCC alumni group, is available too. So definitely check us out, and definitely encourage all of the 10 and 11-year-olds who have an interest in Japan and culture exchange to apply.
Okay, so here is sort of a general summation of the dates that are coming up for the program selection process and through leaving for Japan. So the application deadline is February 9th, which is in a couple of weeks. We will be having a mixer, which is basically a interview process. On February 14th, we'll be sending out the invitations for that, for the finalists. And the mixer is going to be on the 25th. So that will be, we'll be looking at the children. We'll be playing games together and seeing how they interact with each other. And then we'll be doing some panel interviews with them. On the 26th, we will have our selection confirmed, and we'll be notifying you very shortly after that. And then March through July, we'll be having training meetings and preparation meetings about one time a month. We will depart for Fukuoka sometime around July 12th and returning July 23rd, and I will say give or take a day on either end of that bit.
Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, certainly contact any one of us here at the Japan America Society at Georgia. So Miss Deborah Owen here with us will be our chaperone this year, so you can kind of talk to her about her past experiences as chaperone. She was actually the mother of a junior ambassador previously too, so she has experience from both sides as a parent and also as a chaperone. And then Haley Brett with us has more details and can answer any of your questions as well. She has extensive experience teaching in Japan and spending time in Japan as well. And of course, you can contact me anytime. So thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you and hopefully being part of our APCC family.